And joining me now is Congressman Mark Green of Tennessee, chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee. Congressman, good morning to you. I know you'll have folks flying in from near and far, like the San Diego County supervisor that you're going to hear from. Yeah. What do you hope to hear from these border residents today?
Well, our goal today, and, we've got not only this county supervisor, we've got a sector chief who just recently retired, and we've got Ms. Morin, the young mom who lost her daughter to a gang member, a person who came across as a known getaway. So we're going to get very emotional today and just repaint the picture of what's been going on under this, Kamala Harris, the border czar, Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security, their border crisis. And we're going to sort of put all the threads of this together, revisiting the investigation we did earlier that resulted in his impeachment, but updating the numbers, because since that time, we've had, it's looking like it might be 12 million people by the end of this year under this president. Yeah. It's astronomical.
And speaking of president, of course, we have 48 days left till November. And right now, it really seems like anybody's game. This could be a toss-up. And there's a good chance Kamala Harris wins. If she stays in the White House, does today's hearing really evoke much good or much change if she stays put?
Well, there's a very real possibility that as we inform the American people what's going on, and that's sort of been the goal of our oversight, is to just educate the American people on the damage, both the financial costs and the human costs of this border crisis. We hope that that will change the policies of whomever is in office. So let's assume for a second that the Democrats win. I don't think they are, but let's assume for a second they do. Let's hope that informed Americans continue to get louder. I mean, the polls are pretty clear. Like 70% of Americans see this as a major crisis and harmful to the country. So let's get louder. Let's inform the American people, and whomever's in office, let's hope they do something different.
Yeah, and immigration certainly is Trump's X factor, if you will, in his campaigning. But what are the odds that we see any sort of tangible legislation or change before we get a new president come January?
I don't think you'll see any immigration policy legislation. We passed H.R. 2 over a year ago. And Chuck Schumer has just let it sit on his desk. It's a very good bill. If they wanted to do anything, they could take it to their committee, amend it to make it work for them, and then we go to conference committee and try to work it out. But they have moved zero on that. They came up with their own version of it, which they basically made a political game out of. It was a terrible bill. I mean, it was going to allow a certain number of like 5,000 or 10,000 a day, something like that. That's not fixing the problem. It's only making it worse. And so I don't think you're going to see anything between now and the inauguration.
Yeah, good to know, especially for all the viewers watching. I know you have a lot of people who are about to share their testimonies today. And Congressman Mark Green, thank you for joining me. Please keep us posted how it goes. We'll be listening in.